All right, ladies and gentlemen, now that I'm all comfortable, we're going to go ahead and power the aircraft here. Got a short flight from Atlanta to Miami. We'll be flying online Vatsim with what little available coverage they have right now. Maybe somebody else will log in. Might get lucky. Let's go ahead and warm up the APUs. Now you guys can see. Alright, start the fly pad. Should have done that first. And while we're waiting, let's go ahead and get all the rest of the lights on. That one's bright enough. Looks good. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start our boarding process. So we need to connect the jetway, call for the baggage, get everybody going. And while that's happening, I'm going to go ahead and call on my clearance. So we need to two things here. Need to pre-file my flight plan. Looks good. All right, we're filed. Sorry about that. All right, let's get this moved up out of the way so I can see. Let's clear our old flight plan. Go and connect in observer mode. There's Memphis Center online. Kansas City, Atlanta Towers 119.1. Don't tell me they just logged out. Showing tower's still online. Oh, really? They weren't even on for 2 hours. Seriously, Michael. I appreciate everybody that does control work on Vatsim because I know it's all voluntary, but activity in and around Atlanta has been just terrible. Unless there's an event. It's like the only time anybody really logs in. It's really unfortunate because, like Memphis, ZME for Memphis is just banging. California's always got somebody too. Oh, so I don't even think Memphis has an event right now, and they have 2 ground tower and center. It's only 8 o'clock, you know, so it's just. This is primarily why I've already enrolled and started training for Vatsim in the Atlanta area, is just to help provide more coverage. What's going on, Mr. C-Note? I was going to try to fly Vatsim, but Atlanta logged off just as I came in. And we got no coverage the rest of our flight. Lame, 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 lame. All right. Let's go ahead and start the boarding. Just doing a trip from Atlanta to Miami. I saw Vatsim was online, so actually I logged into Vatsim, got the tower number for the frequency to call them up, do my clearance, and as soon as I wrote it down, they disappeared. They went offline. All right, we're gonna do about a 2-hour flight with no ATC, I guess. All right, let's pull up our flight plan. 7.8 is our block fuel. Trip wind tail 75 knots. Oh, I mean tail 17 knots. Alrighty. Go to perfs, taking off in flaps 1. So you're going live at the gym, huh? Cool. What you gonna be doing? Just a normal workout routine, or? Get our QNH temperature.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Delta Sky Team and our global partners, welcome on board your Delta
Our
flight.
wind is
As you're making your way to your seat, we
280 at 4
step
knots.
into your row and out of the aisle as quickly as possible to allow those passengers behind you to make their way to their seat as well.
Transition altitude 18,000 feet. Let's go ahead and bring in
overhead bins, either wheels or handles first,
our
on either side of the
charts.
aircraft. Keeping in mind that the overhead bin space is shared space, so if the bin directly above your seat is already full, please go ahead and utilize the next available space. If you you brought in a second item with you, such as a briefcase, tote bag, laptop bag, backpack, you can go ahead and utilize that space under the seat in front of you so that we can utilize that overhead bin space for your larger bags without having to check them plain sight to your final destination. Feel free to utilize your mobile phones, tablets, and e-readers while we're here at the gate. However, once we
Legs today, huh?
you must please place these items into airplane mode or turn off your cellular service. Please also note that if
That's
you will be
actually
working
my
on a
favorite.
laptop computer or enjoying any other larger electronic devices, they must be stowed either in a bag under the seat in front of you or in overhead bins. Please do not stow these items in the seat pocket in front of you, place them directly on the floor, or hold them on your lap during taxi, takeoff, and landing. This is not just a Delta policy, but an FAA regulation for your safety.
What's in here? Dallas Fort Worth? Alright, let's go ahead and unload that one. And bring in our new flight from Simbrief to Miami. Alright, let's open up our charts. Taxi to runway. Our SID is going to be Banks 2. Go ahead and zip on over. Got our destination information. Frogs 1 is our star. Our approach is to runway 30. Shan. Let me go ahead and jot that down. Let's go ahead and stop that audio. Forgot where I was at. Alright, let's go ahead and get our minimum. Decision altitude for the ILS on 30 is 258. Alright. All good. Head over to flight plan. Atlanta. Departure. Taking off 27 right. Bangs 2. Luck transition. Insert. And head down to Miami for our arrival, runway 30, ILS. Frogs 1, star, to Shan. Insert. Perfection. Alright, let's double check our route here. Bound to have at least one contingency, and there it is. So we'll hit clear, 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 clear until it pops up clear. Hit contingency, that'll erase that. Go ahead and keep scrolling through. Make sure we don't have any more. And delete the manual. That'll get rid of that line there. And clear that contingency. Connect that line. That's going to be our Full approach. All right, everything's good there. Go ahead and turn it back to arc. Drop the range. And we're ready to start our engines, so switch to start. Start engine 2. Throttles are in neutral position.
Good evening and welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. Please return.
Let's stop that from happening. All right, we're going to go ahead and stay on Vatsim. Just in case somebody comes on along the way. You never know. Jacksonville could come online. Jacksonville Center, Miami. All right, but what we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and switch to Unicom. Actually, I'm already in Unicom. 122.8. Let's go ahead and pull up the airport chart here. Forgot start on my APU. So it's going to be a minute before that can start up. Should be taking off from this part of the runway, I think. Yeah, that's 27 right. So we will be backing out, tail facing north. Taxiing down Lima. That's now we're going to taxi down Mike. If traffic's still on this way. All right, we're just waiting on our APU to warm up here. Are we at 100%? Good. Let's go ahead and flip that engine 2 back on. And there we go, starting to climb. We're in squawk mode C. Flight plan is filed. Engine 2 is just about ready. There we go. Start engine 2. We will disconnect the gateway. Call for our tug.
At this time, in just a few
We'll be
moments,
spark
we'll
and
be
brake.
showing you the safety video. Once the video has concluded, we'll be in the aisles to answer any questions you have before we're seated for taxi out. Again, thank you for choosing Delta today. My name is Susan. I'm your purser for today's flight, along with
Make sure our
Charles
fuel is
in the
correct.
economy cabin.
8.7.
We do welcome you aboard.
We'll just leave it what it was. I
At
don't
Delta,
think
we our world feels
I did
smaller
any
when
contingency
you get
fuel.
out in it. That's why the best men and women in the business work each day to take you to the people, places, and cultures
All right,
that
let's
make
go ahead
this
and
world
start
such
back.
an amazing place. Bringing the world closer together, one flight at a time.
Taxi lights on. According to our set
We
departure,
are a planet of amazing differences.
One of cultures and ideas that span our world.
climb heading 275
and
to
link us each to
1527, the direct
Whoever
slaw,
you are.
then
Wherever
depicted
you're
route
going.
to Bang.
We are
Okay,
proud
climb and
to fly you
maintain
there.
10,000.
Because the first step towards connection
is departure.
Welcome aboard, and thanks for flying with Delta.
Our first priority on every flight is
get
the
that
safety of
set
our
tube.
customers and crew.
So, before we depart, please pay attention to this
10,000
important
feet.
safety message.
Be sure that all carry-on items are securely stowed in an overhead bin, and place smaller items, including handbags, under the seat in front of you. If you lose your electronic device in your seat, please do not adjust your seat and ask a crew member for assistance. Please ensure all aisles, exits, and bulkhead areas are clear.
As we leave the gate, make sure your seatbelt is fastened. To fasten, insert the metal tip into the buckle and adjust the strap so it's low and tight across your lap. To release the belt, just lift the top of the buckle. If you're seated in the business class cabin, secure your shoulder harness by attaching the metal tip to the fitting.
All right,
on the
ladies and
belt.
gentlemen.
To release, remove the metal tip and allow the shoulder harness to retract.
make our way
Please
to
remain
the
seated
runway.
with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. And even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience unexpected rough air.
For everyone's safety, federal regulations require all passengers to comply with the posted placards and lighted information signs located throughout the cabin, in addition to any crew member's instructions.
Smoking, including the use of e-cigarettes, is not allowed on any Delta flight, and federal law prohibits tampering with, disabling, or destroying a restroom smoke detector.
There are 8 exits on this plane, 8 doors, 4 on each side. Each door has used as a raft. All exits are clearly marked with an exit sign. However, if there's a loss of power and cabin visibility is reduced, lights will illuminate the aisles to guide you to an exit.
Please note that exit signs on this airplane identify each exit with a green symbol. Arrows indicate the direction to the exit. Locate the exit nearest you using these green symbols, keeping in mind the nearest exit might be behind you. In the event of an evacuation, leave all carry-on items behind. It's unlikely, but if cabin pressure changes, the panels above your seat will open, revealing oxygen masks. If this happens, reach up and pull the mask or red streamer towards you until the tube is fully extended. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, slip the elastic strap over your head, and adjust the mask if necessary. Breathe normally and note that oxygen is flowing, so don't worry if the bag doesn't inflate. Be sure to adjust your own mask before helping others.
A water evacuation is also unlikely. But just in case, life vests are located under your seats in the main cabin. If you're seated in the business class or Delta Premium Select cabin, life vests are located either in a compartment adjacent to your seat or under your armrest. To use, remove the vest from
I
its
forgot to put
container
our
by pulling on
local
the tab and then
altimeter
opening
is
the pouch.
2993.
Slip the vest
Oh.
over your head. Wrap the strap around your waist and attach it to the buckle in front, and adjust securely around your waist.
Not
As
much
you leave the
difference.
plane, inflate the vest by pulling down on the red tab at the bottom of the vest, or manually inflate it by blowing into the tube at shoulder level.
A water-activated light is attached to each vest. If necessary, we'll distribute additional life vests for children who weigh 35 pounds or less.
Now, before we take off, be sure your seat is upright and your tray table is put away. If you're seated in the business class cabin, ensure your suite door is open. Please note there is a placard on the door, visible when open, explaining how to use the suite door in case of an emergency. If you're seated in the main cabin, ensure your aisle armrests are lowered, and in the Delta Premium Select cabin, ensure your aisle armrests are raised.
As we come through the cabin for our final safety check, please let us know if you have any questions. And finally, now would be a good time for everyone to review the safety information card, which is in your seat pocket.
As we span this amazing world of ours, we celebrate all that connects us. Thank you for choosing Delta to be a part of your journey.
Now, as we get ready for takeoff, please sit back, settle in, and have a wonderful flight. Thank you for flying with Delta.
drops flaps 1. Check our engines. Alright, just in case there's any Unicom traffic. Atlanta area traffic, Delta 778, lining up runway 27 right for Banks 2 departure. Alright, let's head on out. Landing lights on, strobes on. Final checks up to 10,000 feet. Altimeter set correctly. Park and brake off. Oh, good to go. Let's see if there's audio for takeoff.
Prepare for takeoff.
$80 knots. Alright, rotate 20 degrees. Or 10 degrees. Positive rate. Gear up. Make sure on one heading mode here. 275. Auto throttle on. Flaps to normal. Go ahead and throttle back to climb. Let's pull up our overlay for our SID. So we'll be heading to Slaw. Turning left heading 215. To Riggs. Left again to 176. Keeping 10,000. It was a little bit early, but I went ahead and turned off our landing and taxi lights. Usually turn that off around 10,000 feet. All right, gonna go ahead and initiate our return to 215. Reached our altitude. En route to rigs. All right, initiate left turn 176. To rivet. Welcome everyone. If you're watching live right now, welcome. Make sure you like the video, subscribe. If you're watching after the fact, again, I apologize for ATC logging out right as we were starting our flight today, but have no control over that. You can still like and subscribe. I really appreciate it if you do. Realize I'm kind of sitting in the dark here, so let's get a little bit of light on my face. I don't want to drown out the backlights too much. So it looks like we're going to take another lift. Is that 161? Yeah. Heading 161. Still maintaining 250 knots. Even though we are at 10,000. Until we get off the SID here. Very slight left turn, 161. And as always, our tail light goes off when we take off. We can at least get the wing lights back on. Oh, goodbye, Atlanta. Alright, now as soon as we get to Bang, make this right-hand turn on 184, we'll go ahead and increase our altitude. Final cruise altitude on today's flight will be 370. Approximately 2-hour flight time. But we'll see how that goes.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 0055, taxi to runway 27 right via Lima 12, Lima, and Lima Alpha. Atlanta traffic.
Here you go. We're on Unicom. At least we got a little bit of radio chatter for this flight. I will check.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 0055, 40 short of Lima for that aircraft taxi right now for Atlanta traffic.
But yeah, we'll keep her online. I'll keep checking periodically, updating the view, see if any ATC comes online. A little bit of a wind here, pushing off course just a tad. We'll turn in 170 for our heading.
Atlanta traffic, Southwest 772, have a contact with Delta 55. I give wait for Delta 55. Could you give and wait for Delta 0055? Yes, sir. Can you check if I wait for you? Roger, Delta 0055, continuing taxi. Roger.
Let's see, how long have we been in the air? Eight minutes. It's just about right. So 10 minutes after departure, we should be at Bangs. Or Bang. With the right heading 184, and we'll increase our altitude. We'll go ahead and put it in. There we go, 370. Still just a little bit off. Now that's the wind, just pushing a little bit sideways, off track. All right, let's go ahead and make our right turn on 184. Straight out to luck. So we'll go ahead and switch to nav autopilot. And begin our climb.
feet.
Looks like the altimeter was off about 200 feet. So we did get a little bit of an overspeed. Not a big deal. So even though I had it set to 10,000, we were at actually 098. 200 feet shy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Captain has turned off the seatbelt sign. For your safety, we do recommend that you keep them on as we can get unexpected turbulence. Thank you.
Alright, so let's see where we are at. We
Ladies
are
and gentlemen, as we climb to our cruising altitude,
Delta
I'd like to
778.
extend a special thank you to each of you, and a welcome back to our SkyMile members and Million Milers. Your business and loyalty are greatly appreciated by the entire Delta family. For your safety, it's important to remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened anytime the seatbelt sign is on. Even if the sign is off, please keep your seatbelt fastened in case we experience any unexpected rough air. We ask that you also please remember to use caution if opening the overhead bins to prevent injury from articles that may have shifted during takeoff. We've now reached an altitude where it's safe to use approved electronic devices, and a listing of these devices can be found in Sky Magazine in the seat pocket in front of you. On today's flight in the economy cabin, it'll be our pleasure to offer you complimentary Coca-Cola products, Starbucks coffee, water, juices, a variety of complimentary snacks, as well as a selection of our fresh eats items and all-day goodies. Beer, wine, and spirits are available complimentary for our first class and Delta Comfort Plus passengers, as well as available for purchase for the main cabin.
It's not complimentary.
A complete listing of available
When you
beverages,
pay that much more for your
as well as
ticket.
of our fresh eats items, can be found in the menus
It's
in your seat
included in the
pocket.
price. Just saying.
Please be reminded that Delta accepts only major credit or debit cards for onboard purchases of beverages and snacks. However, you can use your Delta SkyMiles American Express card to save 15% and earn double miles on all Delta purchases. For your enjoyment, each seat is equipped with your own personal entertainment system. On it, you can view a selection of complimentary as well as on-demand TV shows, movies, and music. You will find that this screen will work best with just a light tap of your fingertip. Feel free to use your own headsets. Otherwise, if you do need a headset, just let a flight attendant know they are yours complimentary for this and any future Delta flights.
I want my complimentary headset. Alright, well, here is our route. Good ways to go. Let's go ahead and get our in-flight movie ready. Or in-flight video, rather. Let's see. Something funny. Let's see. All right, so we got some Jacksonville Tower. So far, that's all. Good sign. Maybe that'll entice someone to play some Jacksonville Center.
$18,000 feet. Hey, let's watch some SJW cringe.
It's always good stuff.
That's on my side of the couch. Who did this? Asher, what the fuck?
I don't eat those.
You don't like Virginia peanuts?
No.
From Virginia?
Welcome back to,
I was born there.
me getting cut off. Welcome back to YouTuber's Reaction Show, the one and only. There's no other show like it on the YouTube.
Everyone does this now.
No, they fucking don't.
Everyone's
It's
been
only
doing
us.
this.
We've been the original two people reacting to clips that everyone else has seen throughout the week because the show is bi-weekly.
There's not really much that's happened on YouTube. Like, YouTube's just, there's no more drama. It's not as fun-filled as what it
I mean,
was.
FouseyTube just had a convention, dude. And that was in LA, right here, in our hometown, where we grew up.
Great, let's see some more highlights of some
All right,
fucked up
FouseyTube.
Wait, didn't he have like a mental breakdown or something like that? Was there a mental breakdown that happened somewhere in this?
Oh, okay, first of all, what YouTuber hasn't had a mental breakdown?
Like a legit mental breakdown, sorry.
I just had a mental breakdown last week.
I said legit mental breakdown.
Oh, now you're calling it not a legitimate sickness, mental disorders.
It's not quite what I thought it was.
I invested all my money into this event, and I did it for free. My accountant said, Yusuf, where are you gonna make...
Are video games too sexist? How about racist?
Including some asking if the game industry is sexist.
Games community is at each other's throat when talking about the subject of race.
Racism in video games, the new norm?
In some countries are responding to what they view as sexism in video games.
The more time
Well, there's none of that on
boy
Microsoft
spends
Flight
playing
Simulator.
video games, the more likely he'll be to develop sexist
Don't assume your
attitudes.
plane's gender.
Too many games, they say, perpetuate a culture of sexism and misogyny.
Video games influence racial stereotypes. Saddle up, Internet. We're going there.
Saddle up. It's deep, deep intellectual points coming up, guys. Thought we handled this. Men and women
In the
both
war against video
would rather
games,
see hot
we
women.
learned that there's always something destroying society, and we learned that violence in video games had massive amounts of coverage and research over the course of 40 years. There was something to be said about violent media affecting the minds of people, yet it overshadowed the sexism and equality debate. But the attacks on gaming from feminists and SJWs have had extensive coverage in the last 5 years. Sexism and racism has been a topic of debate on the video game industry since the 1980s, although it never got that much attention back then. But as the industry continued to grow,
That's
and
my
with the
kind of game
advent
right
of
there.
the internet allowing anyone to easily have their opinions seen and heard, the issue of sexism, misogyny, and race in gaming started popping up all over media websites, game journalists, on YouTube, everywhere. The combined might of feminism, the social justice movement, and the idea of racial diversity and equality was enough to bring up serious questions on the ethics of the video game industry. Were some games made with racist or sexist attitudes in mind? Is this even a real issue? With so many articles, videos, and opinions floating around cyberspace,
Man,
join
this
me
is not
as I
fun.
seek to understand both of the video, but goddamn
belt.
women to arcades, and it was successful, spurning the sequel Miss Pac-Man. If the game industry only appealed
Is
to
this whole
one
thing
gender,
about
they're
gaming?
missing out on 50% of the population and money they could be making.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna make your money?
Idiot me didn't look at the title. I just want fails. I don't want all that nonsense. Well, that's probably hilarious. I don't know about you guys. I just love watching people get triggered. It's my right as an American. I was hoping to find some newer stuff. I've already seen all this 4 years old, 5 years old. Watch social justice warriors die inside. Perfect.
And our next president is Hillary! Our next president is Hillary! Our next...
Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. If you're going to enjoy it, leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And guys, if you'd like your own clips featured in one of our videos, feel free to submit them to the form in the description down below. Getting right into it now, all he did here was ask a question.
Shout out to you, Politics Hub,
I'm a
watching their video.
Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me. Don't threaten me. You threaten me. Okay, man. I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh, mate, I needed you. God bless. I was worried.
For those of you
SJWs just harass people they don't
who
like.
might be hearing impaired,
Are you racist?
go ahead and turn the captions on.
You have a shirt that says "Build a Wall."
Do you live here?
I know. Can I be?
Yes, I live here. Are you the
This is great.
Yeah,
some
film.
kind of
Go for it.
some kind of security or something?
No, you're wearing a hashtag build the wall shirt.
This SJW was really taking it big.
Keep your tooth? Did the cops have it?
No,
What happened? No, I know how you lost it. Being a fascist in the wrong place.
No, I walked down the street.
No, you were in the wrong place.
Yeah, you guys suck your
bro.
bunch. Nope.
And you got handled.
Nope, you suck your bunch.
You got handled, bro.
Handled.
I saw Chandler pull you away. No, you got handled, bro. You got handled, bro.
No one's doing anything when you look at
That's how.
They are literally just security.
Murder patrol. Murderers into campus where I pay to be here, and they allow murderers to be on campus where I pay to be here. Murderers on campus. Murderers on campus.
Why are they doing this?
Perfect look.
What's the deal with Santa? So breaking the entries up as long as it's a chubby white dude. And he's eating your mama's cookies?
Here, one man triggers so many people.
Okay, and can you tell
Look
me
at that.
about, the plans to protest Milo?
That's
okay,
some
later today we're having a protest
mental health.
outside of the HCB building near the free speech zone to protest Milo Yiannopoulos, who is a racist, misogynist, who hates trans.
Be careful, guys. This one is really painful to watch.
Support Black Lives Matter. I'll break your gunny caps. If you don't support Black Lives Matter, I'll break your gunny caps. If you don't support Black Lives Matter, I'll break your gunny caps. If you don't support Black Lives Matter, I'll break your gunny.
They just shout their claims with
Clearly,
facts.
clearly, no mental illness going on there, guys.
Excuse me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's a misogynist. Who are you?
It doesn't change the difference between right
She's an elven vampire.
He's a misogynist. Piece of shit. Excuse me.
Completely
I'm
normal.
Latina. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. You piece of shit.
I'm not sure that that's.
Well,
the
she brought
same
up some
thing.
good points.
Racist and a fascist and a murderer. That's Peter Dutton sums up for me.
How's he a murderer?
Because people are dying there.
Is he
And
killing
he's
them?
not he's allowing.
This guy is literally minding his own business, but SJWs just have to bother.
What do you want to build the wall for?
You guys can leave me alone, please.
So you want to build a wall? Are you racist? I'm Mexican. I'm just wondering. Are you racist?
I'd rather not discuss anything with.
She's causing more problems than solutions.
One thing that I do want to say is that earlier, the owner of the only black bookstore here in Portland came up and had some criticisms for what we were doing today. And I completely understand those criticisms, being that they sell Mein Kampf, they sell these things.
Well, it's a good thing we
but
have
they don't sell
captions,
the
isn't it?
anarchist cookbook. But anyway,
I
I see that argument, but also at the same time, this is active fascism. There's a difference between the historical value that we get from Mein Kampf, from that.
While wearing your mask, you're
Listen to the
forced to
way
wear.
that AOC is speaking.
Building power looks like. This is what changing the country looks like. It's when we choose to show up and occupy the room and talk about the things that matter most, talking about our future. You know, Reverend, you bring up a funny anecdote, and I'm proud to be a bartender. Ain't nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with working retail, folding clothes for other people to buy.
People are
Oh,
really getting offended
love
by
that instant
literally
accent.
anything, huh?
Bacon in everything.
Bacon-infused donuts? Come on now.
Is this water safe to drink?
This SJW got really triggered.
What the problem is, I don't know why a lot of you white guys are a part of the Black Lives Matter movement. Go around talking about Black lives when you see unions become a racist. Shame on you for being a part of Black Lives Matter.
This is what they do when someone has a different view from theirs.
You piece of shit! He's a misogynist! Piece of shit! Racist! He can. You know what? Our next president is. Our next president is Hillary! Our next president is Hillary! Our next president is Hillary! Yeah! Up here it says. That's right!
Thanks
Where
for watching,
are they
guys.
now?
If you enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this and much more. Goodbye for now, everyone. We hope to see
How
you
y'all
next
liking
time
that
right here
President
on
Hillary?
Politics Hub.
Cocktail of trauma and abuse and neurodivergence.
Hey everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. If you want to enjoy it, leave a like. and
Seriously,
subscribe
if you
to the
look
channel.
like
And
that,
by the way,
who
guys,
are
if
you
you'd like your own
speaking
clips
for?
featured in one of our videos,
You ever
feel
notice
free to
people like
submit them
that
to the
that
form
they
in the
always want to say
description down below. Get
from
right
the
into it
blah
now.
blah
This
blah
is just
community?
too funny.
Using, again, Z and Zer.
Of course.
She cooks dishes using ingredients she has grown in her yard.
It would be Z cooks dishes using ingredients Z has grown in their yard.
Zur yard.
Yes.
Zur yard. Now
Their
you're
yard.
now you're a French waiter. I love this.
No,
Okay.
I'm
Great
being-
job. I'm not
being
mocking
correct.
you.
Yes, you
Being
are.
quiet
And you
is
should.
good sometimes.
All America
Before
is
you
real.
interrupted.
All,
Is it okay
and
if
the
I
question,
speak?
I believe, was to me. All of America is
I
real.
wasn't
If you live in the
addressing
city or you live in a small town, you're still an American.
This is the reason why Donald Trump won, because people like you lecture and hector people.
Pricey.
Steve.
We were talking to Jamila, and you don't.
Do SJWs not know that they can walk away if they don't like something?
We're interested to hear. We're interested to hear.
What, hold on. Sorry, can I just ask a quick question? Why are we not allowed here?
No, it's not that you're not allowed
You're
here.
not
It's
allowed
what
here.
you represent.
Are you serious?
Is disgusting.
What?
You
Is it?
represent
What?
our
That is not okay to be white?
You can come on this campus, but we're
Hey,
going to.
I hate racism. I hate racism.
What is even happening here?
For me, a big part of the appeal of using it/its pronouns is the fact that they're dehumanizing. Because of a huge cocktail
Those
of
eyebrows are
trauma
dehumanizing.
and abuse and neurodivergence and my own queerness, I don't really click with humanity. Like, I just don't vibe with it.
We can tell by the way you look. You're trying very hard not to look human.
Sorry, why? Sorry, why? What's wrong with this shirt?
What's wrong with this shirt is what
Is it not okay to be white?
You represent an alt-right movement that attacks.
But I'm not alt-right.
What
What
this
you're wearing
represents.
right now represents
So-
all of the disgusting racism and bigotry.
For an SJW, anything is racist.
Joe Biden! How was that racist at all? Are you fucking kidding me? Sharks! Yeah, we're all racist. We're all racist. We're racist. We're racist. We're racist.
Someone is not a fan of the American flag.
Be it like a hat, a mask, shoes, I don't know. Just, if you wear an American flag, I do not trust you in any way.
Yeah. If you're a little white kid with an afro and black fingernail polish on your nails, I don't trust you.
I do not trust you. I will be extremely cautious around you.
SJWs are just really easy
Ditto.
to own.
Terms that we're going to go through and talk about today.
You don't want to
We're
fall
gonna
asleep in
talk
a room
about
with that kid.
diversity. We're going to talk about white privilege. We're going to talk about trigger warnings. We're going to talk about microaggressions, and we're going to talk about safe spaces. So the Hall of Fame of stupidity.
Ah, yes. One victim mentality.
You are part of the problem here because you are denying my lived experience.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not denying you anything.
You're speaking over me, for one.
Well, no. Now you're playing your old trick of being the victim, and you played that You immediately came out after you were fired with all the stuff about all the insults you've had and so on and so on. Of course you're going to get insulted. I don't agree with the way they've insulted you, but when you call every white...
No, you're just being super annoying.
Another thug was murdered. Another illegal alien like myself, you know, crossed the border or something. What we're doing is we're dehumanizing people. You know, we're rationalizing.
No,
whatever
we're
action
de-Americanizing people that
and
aren't
that's
American.
Not okay. And I'm gonna.
Again, it's just super easy to trigger an SJW.
Brown bodies. You have
these SJWs were getting schooled.
Get out of here. Move. That's not freedom, that's treason, man. That's burn the flag. The opportunity, the clothes you have on your back was provided that flag. It's fucked up right now. I don't agree with Trump, no. But this shit is not how you unite a country.
What's even going on here?
Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronouns?
Privilege, point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to address everyone.
This has got to be one of the craziest things that you'll hear.
There is absolutely no reason why Hurricane Ida should have done that much damage
That's
to
right.
Louisiana and Mississippi and along the path that it's going to
It was racist. That's why I did
And
it.
part of the reason why is because there is infrastructural and environmental racism in a lot of minority and low socioeconomic communities.
Now this doesn't make any sense.
Not because of their inherent threat, not because of violent acts disproportionately, but because we tend to engage in policies and practices that criminalize them for who they are.
Talk about really thinking outside the box.
Support any president.
Who did you vote for?
Nobody.
Who do you think is better than Trump?
Nobody.
Do you want any government at all?
We the people, baby.
All right. See ya.
I'm just not really to bring up a point of discussion, but I'm curious what people think about infrastructural racism. So I think she was implying, like if you drove to a neighborhood that was predominantly black in New Orleans or something, that it might be run down or something. But how was that racist? I mean, did white people go in there and make the yards and the houses look like that and not fix up anything and spray paint graffiti on all the houses and buildings and stuff? I don't think so. So like those neighborhoods look like that because the people that live in them don't clean them up. Just saying.
All you can do is just shake your head.
Thank you for coming, everyone. I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about genitals and gender. And my talk is called Genitals Do Not Equal Gender.
SJWs are all about free speech when it suits them.
That your photo was cropped. Somebody photoshopped Trump off that. And it wasn't just with you, was it?
It was with another student in my grade. And so when you put all these stories together, there's definitely something going on. There was a deliberate attempt to censor and to...
Okay. Enough of that, I guess. That's just annoying. I thought it would be entertaining, but no, that's just annoying. My apologies, everybody. Anyways, we are finally at our cruise altitude. I was just looking a minute ago. Yeah, it took us a while to get up here. And we're about to hit our descent in about, looks like about 20 minutes or so. 20? 30 minutes. And I did look up, and unfortunately we didn't get any additional ATC. So, quiet flight. Only Jacksonville Tower came online. Nothing for Miami. Of course, Memphis is still banging with 2 ground people on. Center's still on. Oh. Not sure how long it's going to take. Already started my training process with Vatsim. Initial stage, I will be, once I'm approved with my first qualifications, certification or whatever, we'll be doing Clearance delivery and ground. With the minor certification, so that means I will be doing airports, some of the smaller regional airports in the Atlanta area, like Charlotte, Greenville, GSP. I could do Charleston, Montgomery. I could do, well, I'm not sure if I can do Montgomery. Birmingham, certainly. A little bit of Tennessee, so we could do Knoxville, Chattanooga. Columbia, South Carolina. I think Greensboro's on there. Asheville, North Carolina. We won't be able to do Atlanta right away until I can get a major certification. So I can do groundwork in Atlanta. But more than likely, I am probably going to get another minor certification in tower. So I can get some experience doing tower and ground at the regional airports before trying to bump it up to get to Atlanta. Atlanta is one hell of an airport to control. But personally, even though in the VA, I'm in the Delta Virtual. You can go to thedeltavirtual.com if you're interested in joining a VA, and they operate Delta Airlines. But personally, I was more interested in providing a lot of regional ATC work, not just for Atlanta, you know, but people flying out of Asheville and Charlotte and Greenville and Charleston, Myrtle Beach, not just the big main hub like Atlanta. And I think people will appreciate that. With my schedule, I'm probably going to be... I could do ATC work just about every day, whether or not I'll stream every day, but I do plan to stream when I am controlling on the Vatsim network. And also flying, as we're doing at the moment. But I'm thinking about probably fly 2 days a week and control 3 days a week, stream-wise at least. Whether or not I control more often than 3 days, we'll see. I feel like I want to, but I haven't actually done it yet. I don't know how stressful that kind of work is. It just seems like it would be enjoyable, and it might be just, you know, something I do every day. It might turn into something I stream every day. But we will see. So yeah, look forward to that. This channel will be adding Vatsim air traffic control to the list of content that we'll be providing. Make sure you subscribe if you want that content. And yeah, like I said, it'll be clearance delivery and ground off the bat, hopefully within the next week or so. Probably not the next week, probably about 2 or 3 weeks, depending on how often I can get in for training. That is, I think, 5 sessions of training. So you got 4 for clearance delivery, just 1 for ground. You know, learning how to issue taxi instructions, managing traffic in the... Ooh, what was that? Okay. Managing traffic in the movement areas of the airport. Does. And then I'm sure we'll be doing some kind of final exam. And once I pass and get certified, I will be popping in right away. So you're actually going to learn with me. I'm not going to wait until I'm good at it before I start streaming. You're going to watch me live, making all the mistakes that I make. Yeah, let's pull up our map. Here's our current location. So it looks like our route is actually going to come down this way, cut in, and then into Miami. Yep, just like that. Bring the window back up here. Move it off to my second monitor. All right, let's go ahead and get our other charts ready here. Go and pin them for easy access. Chart overlay, pin, and our Miami Airport taxi. We will do our descent once I get on the star. I will switch back to heading mode and be doing this all by heading. I like to be more active while I'm flying. I don't let the autopilot do everything. Or the autopilot. I still like to be a little bit involved in the process. All right, another 50 miles or so here. Looks like 50 to 75. All right, and looking based on the chart, Farpo is going to be our first overpass. And to flight level 340, Matsi 280, Harp 150. It's actually, that is 15,000. I always forget that. Anything below 18,000 feet, you call out the thousands. So that would be 150, 15,000, 160, 140. Above, or 18,000 and above, is the flight level. So you'd say flight level 180, flight level 370, 17,000. As far as speed restrictions, not until we get down to art. Heading, routing, runway 30 from Frogs, on track. Heading 116 to cross Ennole between 14,000 and 16,000, then on track 116 to Hakul, then on track 091 to cross Vega at or above 13,000, then on track 091 to Sophos. At or above 11,000, then on track 091 to Holets, then on track to heading 1232 cross Katl, at or below 11,000, then on track 123 to cross Macy's, at or above 8,000, Okay. Then we get down to our last waypoint, which would probably be Winter, then on track 124, and expect radar vectors from approach. But unfortunately, we don't have approach. So, speed restrictions: to send via Mach number until intercepting 280 knots. Maintain 280 until slowed by the star. First side ATC, which is represented right there. All right. All right, let's go ahead and start our descent to, what's that, 310? Yes, sir, Bob. Look at our fuel. So, is this actually going to take us on a direct path? To Frogs. Nope, looks like we're going, coming in on Dance. How did that not... Yeah, did that fix it? Something like that. Ah, whatever. It's still good. All right, we are descending. You don't have to descend too much or too fast. We need to be down to 280 at Matsy. All right, go ahead and get rid of the ATC page. We're not going to need it. See, I do wish this would be more accurate. So where's Indu? Direct to Dance. So that should have added Farpo to the flight plan, but it did not. Well, if you're checking the chat, Emperor C Note, a buddy of mine, he also streams Microsoft Flight Simulator and Farming Simulator 22. Also going to be opening up a blogging section for his channel, covering his workout vlog. Said he was going live, but I haven't heard from him, unfortunately. If you feel like it, head over to his channel, give him a subscribe, support what he's doing over there. If you guys like Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you like Farming Simulator 22, he's also a big Dead by Daylight fan, streams that as well. And if you're into working out, all right, we're at our altitude of 280. Very early. All right, so if dance is up here, why are we not going to dance? I mean, why is the chart not going to dance, even though it knows we're going to dance? For some reason, it's showing it way up here. Who knows? Let's go ahead and zoom back in a little bit. All right. Atlanta to Miami. The distance remaining is 126 nautical miles. Current speed is 288 knots. Flight level 280. PAX 155. In flight. We can go ahead and adjust our speed here. Down to that 280. And we'll be switching back to heading mode in just a moment. There we go. All right, we're showing up. Let me get this a little deeper so we can see a little bit more. Put that overlay back on. All right, switching over to heading 164. Need to get back over a little bit. Let's do 184 till we can line back up. All right, let's stay on top of it here. All right, we're going to roll slightly left back to 164 now. All right, bank left again to 145 into 136. I realize you can't see. It's like 136 to 137. Why? All right, the next will be down to 15,000. Let's go ahead and put that in. Tell you what, with that crosswind we got, 145 is pretty much doing what 137 is going to give us. Let's adjust the map again. All right, so we're just going to stay on 145. Start decreasing our airspeed to 250. Man, there is no way to make that change altitude that quickly. Needed way more than 2,400 feet per minute. All right, left heading 116. All right, we're going to be approaching a little high, which is fine. I can correct that with made-up vectors. Let's go ahead and decrease our vertical speed so we can get this speed down to where it needs to be. Turn left heading 091. Looking out over Miami now. Airspeed 258. Almost where we need to be. Speed-wise. Altitude's another story. At Sofas we needed to be at 11,000. And then we maintained that till Macy's down to 8,000. So hopefully we should be around there by the time we get to Macy.
feet.
All right, let's go ahead and put in our altimeter. Ooh, I lost it. Let's bring that back up real quick. My flight plan, scroll down.
Aircraft calling. You're incredibly broken up. It's very hard to hear you.
It's weighted 3003. That's all we need for that. All right, we're going to turn right heading 123. There's the airport runway down there. So we'll be doing the Atlantic approach, flying out past, down to our approach altitude, which I think is 4,000. About 3,000 feet too high. Let's go ahead and drop that to 5, which is where we're going to need to be at the end of our star. At the winner. And down to 210 knots. And we're just going to vector out a little bit further to go ahead and take care of that. High altitude problem we have. I did not descend fast enough or soon enough. Didn't realize that. Went from 280 down to 15. Which is honestly what I should have put it in. Go to... So we're going to have to turn it right a little bit. Crosswind. Alright, at least we don't have any technical overspeed. Almost down to 210.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our descent, we request that you return to your seat and make sure your seatbelt is securely fastened low and tight across your lap. If you've taken out any carry-on items, please make sure they are safely stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bin.
Miami traffic bombers at 203 taking off runway 26 left, departing on the Cloud 1 departure.
Just a minute, we'll call in for our Shan approach to runway 30. Another 4,000 feet to drop. So we will go ahead and switch over to our approach chart. So we need to be down to 3,000. At Shan, and then turn on the old approach mode. Alright, so I can correct this now. Back to 124. Back on course. Let's go drop our altitude to 3,000. Decrease speed again to 180. Go ahead, drop flaps 1. That'll help us slow down just a bit. $5,000 feet now. All right, just about 4,000. So let's turn left heading 080. Actually, let's go to 340. Just about our altitude. Go ahead and turn on the LS. Flaps 2. And slowly rotate over to 304. turn on approach mode. Should be good to go. Miami local traffic, Delta 778, currently on Shan approach for runway 30, 5 miles out. Simple as that. All right, we're lining up. So at Old is when we're going to be starting our descent on our glide slope. And then the speed for these, of course, 180. To 160, 140, 120.
Miami traffic, Skywest 5095, taxi to 26 left via Whiskey Mike.
Cabin crew prepare for landing.
Right now is the boring part. Oh, stop it. There we get one of those hairs that just won't quit tickling.
2,500.
All right, everything is looking beautiful. So we are just about at bird. Now we'll call in. Good, and decrease our speed to landing. Let's start at about 235 actually. Miami traffic, Delta 778. Landing runway 30, currently 2 miles out.
1,000.
Flaps 3. Gear down. Flaps full.
$500. 400. 300.
100 above.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20.
10. Retard.
Retarding.
10.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Please remain in your seat with your seatbelt fastened until the aircraft has been parked to the gate and the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will be your only indication that it's safe to stand and gather your personal belongings. Also, use caution if you open the overhead bins, as items do have a tendency to shift during flight. For those of you wishing to use your cell phones, it is now safe for you to do so. As a reminder, your laptop computers must remain stowed until we're parked at the gate. It has certainly been our pleasure bringing you today. Looks like you have an absolutely gorgeous day ahead of you.
Miami traffic, Delta 778, clear of runway.
When your future plans call for air travel, then you'll once again select Delta Airlines. Thank you and have a great time here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're on the ground. Just got to find our parking spot now. Guess we will take our pick. Looks like we touched down at negative 178 feet per minute. Not a bad landing. Seemed a lot smoother than that, but
Miami traffic, Skyway 1595, departing 26 left on the vacay 1, Miami.
sure is a dark airport. Tell you what, after you've been flying for a while, the plane just likes to increase speed itself as it's taxiing instead of just drifting along. See, I've already hit the throttle to 0, and we're going to continue to increase speed. Alright, that looks good. Let's go ahead and initiate. Park and brake. Pack stores. Call the baggage. Okay, nothing got to work now. Let's check this one then. Weird. But now it works. Alright. No taxi lights are still on. Alright, all the lights are off. Still deboarding. All right. As passengers get off the plane, go ahead and end this stream. Appreciate you guys stopping by. If you guys watched live, if you guys catch the video after the fact, still appreciate you. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and we will catch you on our next flight. Take it easy.